Purnamaste, Purnamaste, and everybody please welcome. Welcome to the art of the word that I am. From the heart I give you my word, like always. And in this video I want to speak about how world is changing. How all this pandemic and rules and restrictions and all what I tell you that you should do, wear masks, social distance, wear mask. It's a psychological, not experiment, but psychological transformation of human race by those who enslaved the human race. They are the masters of psychology, sadly, like I am. That's why we can see, those who have eyes to see. So, you have to make people so afraid that they cannot see the truth, that they will see only, you have to traumatize them with fear, propaganda so much that they only see your bad news and they only focus on bad news and they follow that fear. And then they actually, on their own, out of that fear, change according to the new norm. First of all, there is restriction here. This virus is very strange. It works as government tells it. 50 people should not gather, but the Catholic Church could have gathering with many thousands of people. They are protected by Jesus, so they could have. So the virus didn't have power on that gathering, but it has power inside the, it has power inside the pubs. But on that gathering, that virus didn't have a power. That virus didn't have any power. In the shops, such restrictions and everything, you have to wear a mask. But it doesn't have a power at the swimming pool. It didn't have power, they said, in swimming pool like this. So it's strange. But they are really trying to change. They're changing the humanity, because humanity, when it's traumatized by fear, they give their rights away. They give their freedom away. And they ask for oppression. They demand the oppression, because fear-mongering, fear propaganda makes them see only their lies. And like, they are deleting famous doctors, virologists, channels which were world-renowned as the top experts before. Now they are worth nothing. And actually, like I said, masks can make you sick. If you are disinfecting always, you have no immune system. You don't get in contact with any bacteria, viruses, as you're disinfected. Or if you stay in the quarantine, you stay away from the sun, you stay away from the people, your immune system collapses. And their countermeasures are actually creating effect that many people can get sick after, because their immune system dropped, and then they can say, oh, this is very dangerous. We told you this is very dangerous. But the countermeasures, what they are doing, are the danger that is producing COVID. Like flu vaccines cause complications with COVID if you are all elderly and like this. 5G. And Like they are using the excuse that everybody should get a flu shot now, and excuse that they want to give a new flu shot, but the flu shot is causing shit that would not be such without a flu vaccine. And whatever they're doing is creating a problem that would not exist. Like I said, there are 3 million people dying of malaria, and half of it children every year. And there is 800,000 children gone missing. Accidents, how many? 3, 5, I don't know, many millions. People die in accidents. From all the respiratory diseases, 6 million people die per year. And the quarantine is the new disease that killed most of the people. In India, people had no job, they starved, they were living in conditions that were inhuman, and they got plagues and all that kind of shit. And the season workers had to go into quarantine. There was no public traffic, and they could not get thousands of miles into their homes, and they literally died on the streets. And when COVID killed 100 people in India, the quarantine killed 2 million or something like this. Are you crazy? And the children will not have the immune system, because they are disinfecting always in a bubble. And all this nonsense. We're just preparing you for a new norm. It's a psychological training of humanity. You see, mask. The mask is a symbol of slavery, of prisoners, of people who have no rights, no freedom of speech. And when you see a mask, when you wear a mask, you feel like you are degraded, you feel like you are lower than them, and you are a slave, that you did something wrong. It takes your voice away. And when you see other people with masks, you don't want to speak to them. They are approachable. You don't see their smiles. Poor shop workers, they don't see the smiles of people. That's why so many times I go without a mask. And it is just psychological program. You are a prisoner, you are a slave. You are a prisoner, you are a slave. You are a prisoner and you are a slave. And you have no rights to speak. You are a slave. You have no rights, no freedom. And other people don't want to speak to you, don't speak to them. They have masks. We are slaves. And it's becoming new norm. And in this way, programming us not to be nice to each other, not to smile to each other, not to shake hands, not to hug. Like shaking hands prohibited, hugging prohibited. Here in Slovenia, the married couple was punished, not sentenced, but fined, because they were holding hands in the city, married couple. They're only collecting money and terrorizing people. People are afraid. People are afraid of this COVID and their fear propaganda, and they feel like slaves, and they feel like they have no rights away. And they actually see what is going on. But it's a new norm. You see, children have to wear masks. Parents tell them wear masks, disinfect. They will always wear masks, and they are programmed in. We are slaves, we have no rights, we should not speak, we should be obedient, we are prisoners. And the children are programmed from childhood, the new generation. And this is traumatizing children, that they should not play with other children, that other children are dangerous, You will catch the virus. You have to be afraid of other children, afraid, not love other children. Afraid of people, not love other people. And it's a new norm. They are always telling you this: social distance, don't hug, children wear masks, don't play. And in this way, psychological programming of the children, that they will be programmed that other children are actually dangerous, that other children are dangerous, and they should not play with other children, they should not love other children, they should not be one with other children, but be afraid of other children and stay away from other children. And in this way, taking their childhood away, taking their freedom away, their joy, and they get traumatized, and then giving them technology, hook them up addicted to the mobile phone, hook them up addicted to Facebook, hook them up addicted to everything, but separate them from human beings and children so that they will be afraid of human beings, afraid of children, but they will love technology and they will be all the day on the technology. And all this propaganda about Terminator and cyborgs and everything, and Neuralink is just that. So that then when they will grow up for 10 years of now, when the Neuralink will be ready and artificial intelligence, they can ask, give us the internet in our heads, connect us with the internet, and take artificial intelligence as part of their self. To heal them. This is what this is Elon Musk promising to heal them, but mean to kill their soul. So they are not connected with the source. So they are not one with Mother Nature in the unity consciousness of us all. We all have to become children again, but they are programmed into shadow, into artificial intelligence, and they actually want consciousness to go into artificial intelligence. And that's why you see they are using the excuse of COVID-19 actually to build 5G all around the world and to really work on the smart grid that all can be controlled and tracked. They are using this to implement more of artificial intelligence, more of technology. Using this to take our children over with artificial intelligence. And actually programming our children to love artificial intelligence, to love the technology so much that they will take it as part of their nature and actually be afraid and think that other children and human beings are dangerous. So they are in separation from themselves. In that darkness, they want to take away the soul from humanity and from the children so that they don't play. They are not in joy, they are not in moment, they are not smiling to each other, they are not touching and hugging and dancing, they are not immune, for they are sterilized and with masks, and that means they are dependent on the medical system that kills them actually. And they are afraid of other children. They're separated from the source, and in this way give their soul away to artificial intelligence willingly. Now you see, we all have to become children again, and children are so pure, and they're separating the children, traumatizing children, taking the childhood away, because they don't want us to be one, connected to our heart, connected to source that I am, everyone that I am, one with everyone that I am from the heart in unity consciousness. They want to separate us into shadow and enslave us with Borg consciousness, with artificial intelligence. This is insane, you see. And like people are programmed. Don't shake hands, no respect, no friendship. Be afraid of people, be afraid of people, be afraid of touching, be afraid of hugging, be afraid of everything. Be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. And this is programming our children and everyone, and it's a new norm. And fear propaganda, they see only their lies, and now they can just in a very short time completely change the way of human civilization. Make us wear masks, make us stay away from each other, destroy our immune system, ask for the poisons that kill us, and actually more and more, because we are separated from ourselves, more and more ask for artificial intelligence, demand artificial intelligence, and connect into the artificial intelligence. They're crazy. This is crazy plan. And what they're doing also, this is like you see, they want to cancel the money. They want to cancel the money. And the COVID-19 is danger because then you touch the money, you get infected. What you get? Trump was using hypochlorite, what it is, and zinc, and they don't want to give that medicine out. And now they want to eliminate the money, the paper money, so you are only in your digital money. That means you cannot buy bread from a farmer market and vegetables. That means I cannot loan you some money. I cannot give you money. That means I cannot buy wheat. That means that respectful honor for business when you give money and you shake hands is eliminated. They are using this COVID-19 as an excuse to take our rights away, destroy our children, take our freedom away, program us into artificial intelligence, separate us from each other, from everything what makes us human. The new norm. Don't hug each other, don't dance, don't have parties, don't associate, don't commune. When two are met in my name, there is love. Like when two people are meeting in love and speak that love and spread love, there is condense that energy. And many people gather, like we have spiritual gathering, many people gather and there is condensed spiritual energy, light is shining, heaven are coming to earth, and people are having joy, people are enjoying, people, it's beautiful. And you see, they want to take this away. Because we are separated in fear from ourselves. You see, but if we would be separated in fear from ourselves and from each other, and in fear give our power away. But no, this is the new norm, and it's psychologically producing so much anxiety, depression, so much panic that people don't see nothing else but the fear mongering. And when they are so traumatized, psychologically traumatized, now you can make them do whatever you want to do with them. This is how it is. And you see, because they're traumatizing with bad news and with fabrications, actually, instead of curing the problem, they are creating the problem with their countermeasures and turning us into slaves. And people are actually so bamboozled by and traumatized by this shit, by this fear propaganda, that they actually just changing to the new norm and programming their children to the new norm. But I have one solution. They don't know something. Out of darkness rises grandest light. They cannot see this. They can separate us only in 3D, beyond time and space. That's why I do not do messenger. I do not do comments. I do not do these things. I'm here to teach us who we are, source that I am. And when we meditate, when we are in Mother Nature, when we are focusing on good news, spreading good news, focusing on what we want to see, and we are working on ourselves to be the vibration in line with ourselves, we are one that I am, beyond time and space. And they cannot separate us. And they plunge us into that darkness, into fear, control, separation, and take us right away. But they can only work in time and space. Beyond time and space, they cannot touch us. So we go to Mother Nature, we spread love, and we meditate, and we are in alignment with ourselves. We are one, we are united. And love is spreading all over the world and curing fear. People are awakening to love and to the ugly truths. They see the darkness in their own light. We must meditate and be with alignment with ourselves. And they cannot see how we are one because they cannot separate us only in time and space. But beyond time and space, they cannot reach in our meditation. And other people are awakening. And when 1% of humanity is enlightened. Entire earth of human beings awakens. They see the darkness in their own light, and in their own light sees where they have to follow to go to our heaven on earth, and seeing the lies and fear and deception. And really, we can do this. You can go into fear. Fear takes you in separation from yourself. You see the illusions of the Wizard of Oz that are not true. You give your power away. You follow fear. And now out of fear, because the power has always been within you to create, you create the reality of fear that they want to see, that you don't want to see. By focusing on it, following it, and then just going in with it. That's crazy. But if we focus on truth, on what feels right, we stay on the sun, we stay in meditation, we are in alignment with ourselves, we choose love, we are in highest vibration, the power has always been within us, and they cannot touch us. Love is the power of all power, and they have no power. Their darkness is dissolved in our light because it's separated from the light. We are the light rising out of darkness, united with darkness. So they just have no power, and they can only see how people are awakening and seeing the darkness and seeing their own light, seeing way to heaven on earth, and they cannot touch us. So we have to live within the kingdom within us. We have to live within the kingdom within us. Make our home. And when this world is crumbling, we are at home, and we are the vibration of the home, and people are awakening, and we are bringing heaven home to this world. But if we live in this world, we follow this world, we anyway follow fear, and we just see external, then as the world goes down, we go down with it. But if we make our heavenly kingdom our home, we meditate, we are in alignment with ourselves, we are at love, we spread that love, we bring heaven on earth. And that's why I give you my word, just for that. Just for that. Purnamaste. This one was shorter and crisper, means I'm saying less, but speaking, telling so much more. So like this. This was all for today. Let us not follow that fear. Let us see what is going on, how they're trying to change the entire world and humanity with fear and trauma. You know, fear will make viruses that have no power to have power over you. Viruses are dead, and in fear, in stress, you can get sick. And then we can see all their countermeasures are just creating a problem that maybe doesn't even, not more dangerous than, like before I mentioned many deadly diseases, this is not one of them. And then we can be the antidote to everything what is not love. And other people can lose fear, and we can bring heaven on earth. Yes. Meditate and beyond time and space. We one, so people may awaken to their light and see the darkness in their light. So we may see the way to heaven on earth and bring heaven on earth to earth. I give you my word just for that, just for that. And if anybody, you feel like you want to offer a donation, you are so welcome. And I'm so grateful. Thank you. Without your donation, Art of the Word at Land would not be flowing, would not be going. Thank you. I'm so grateful. If there's any blessing in my heart, let it go to you. I don't do messenger, I don't do chat, so this is what you get. The answer within you to the word that I am. It's not in the comments, it's not in messenger, I don't have it, you have it. I want to give you my word for you to find the answer within you. But I have special gift for everyone who offers me a donation. I go in PayPal, I connect with your email. I see your email address, I connect there. I see. I'm very clairsentient. It's enough. I only have to see your email address. I connect with you, and because you have given me the energy that I appreciate it so much, I want to give you my best energy. I say nothing, you say nothing. I'm not a medical expert. And I just want to do profound healing on your entire being. And for every single donation, I do it. And it's quantum white light source healing. You don't need to stand still. You don't need appointment. You have my word that I do it. And I'm not medical expert. My healing power is very powerful. But I cannot heal you, I cannot save you. And you may say, if I don't tell you what is the problem. I'm not that kind of a healer, medical expert. I do complete energy work on you. I'm a psychologist like Buddha was. I'm not medical expert, but I have strong healing energy that can only heal if you have faith in yourself and you work on yourself. I've seen this in people I made healing. The best it works on animals and children. They receive it in fullness. It works on you as much as you work on yourself. And I don't, you say nothing. I focus on your being free of all afflictions. And I do healing. But my healing works on you as much as you work on yourself. If you follow fear, you spread fear. You go with that fear. You follow bad news. You go down and things that have no power have power over you. No one can heal you. You're sick. But if you lose fear, you work on yourself, you stay in meditation, you spread good news, and you work on yourself to be good news, to bring your unconscious to consciousness, that fears and that guilt and that shadow. Now you heal yourself, you save yourself. I want to give you my word for every single donation. Healing is performed on you. I have no promises. I cannot save you, I cannot heal you. I'm a Zen master. I just keep my word and I'm so grateful. And you receive a healing. And everyone, please, let us see what is going on. Let us be wise. Like our children are, they put all the dirt in their mouth to stay healthy. If not, we are not in contact with viruses, and viruses that have no power can really affect us badly. And let us see they are just programming humanity psychologically into a new norm, which is slavery, no rights, no health, no freedom. Like this. Power has always been within us. We are the new earth, and heavenly kingdom comes within us. We follow ourselves, love what feels right, and what doesn't, we stay away. Meditate and be in alignment with ourselves, with you, with me, with everyone that I am. In your heart, my heart, that I am you. I give you my word. Purnamaste.